Hey guys, my name's Seth Phillips, and I'm actually working on a book called Yoko, and I'm just going to share the first chapter with you guys and let you know what you guys think. But the first chapter is called The Tale, and it is the first chapter of Yoko, and I'm going to go through it. Life is full of many tales, many of them we never even believe. The story of King Arthur, Robin Hood, or even Hercules may seem pretty rubbish, although we continue to read them because we wish something like that was purely possible. Human beings strive for adventure, and they wish that adventure was actually their own. However, we are always told this type of adventure is not possible. The adventure is just purely fictional, and that some would say we're wasting our time on even dreaming of it. I used to think about that when I was younger. Now I just think about that anything is possible. The story I'm about to tell you is about a young man who once thought the same way I did and how it changed his life. It all started in Santa Clara, California in 1995. The day was a Monday and the weather was simply more beautiful than ever. The man whose name was Everett Blake was walking home from college. You see, Everett was the guy in college who always tried to make new friends and to do his best. Everett was not the best looking guy though, and many would say he was even a nerd. Although Everett still tried to do everything he could just to feel accepted. Everett was about 5'1", dark hair, glasses, and seemed to be very socially awkward. Women would never give him the time of day, and others would always take advantage of him. Everett felt like shit, and the only way he could be happy with himself was from reading. Everett didn't live that far away from college, and within 3 minutes he got to his door. Everett wondered if anyone was home. He told himself, hey, I've been sick of studying all week. I think I deserve to read a really good book. Everett opened up his door and dropped his backpack off on the ground. He ran all the way up the stairs and into his room. Everett went and searched his bookshelf for what seemed like a decade. He eventually couldn't find anything and went to the next best cellhorse, the attic. The attic was dark, scary, and somewhat horrific like a horror movie. The attic, though, had a lot of books, books that were very old and have sat up there since they moved to the house 2 years ago. Everett went through an old dusty pile of them and eventually picked one out. The book was called Yoko and had no author. Everett opened up the book and read the first page. The page said, welcome to a world where chaos is always happening and adventure is always possible. A traveler is always welcome to venture here, although they must be able to understand that they can never venture back. Everett was interested by this and continued to read on. The next page said, the world of Yoko is falling apart every day, and one must try to stop it. The only way a soul can free a world of souls is to dedicate his soul to something greater. Yoko is not simply a tale, but a real world hidden in darkness. Everett was very intrigued by this and tried to look at the rest of the book. The rest of the pages were blank except for the last page that read, Yoko is not simply a tale, but a world hidden in darkness. Everett was feeling pretty freaked out and put the book down. He then tried to proceed to open the attic door, but it wouldn't open. Everett tried again, and that didn't work. The book of the Yoko suddenly opened, and blood spelled out his name, Everett. Everett started screaming and yelling for help, saying, Mom, Dad, I need you. Nobody answered back, though. And then something weird happened. A mysterious figure appeared. The lights went out, and Everett could not tell what it looked like. The figure came closer to Everett, and Everett was still in complete horror. The figure then stopped, and the lights came on. The figure was a skeleton in a hood with a blade. Everett almost passed out and said, what do you want from me? I don't want to die. The skeleton then said, you have opened the book that is the key to our realm. You have chosen to venture and so forth to the one who must vanquish the darkness that exists within our realm. Everett responded by saying, I did not choose anything. I just thought it was a tale. I was just trying to find a good book to read, and I thought this would be it. The skeleton responded automatically by saying, young mortal, your path has been set. The key is connected. Now you will be transported. The skeleton took its blade and sliced the book, which made the book turn into a black hole. The black hole sucked Everett in like a twister. The skeleton then vanquished, and Everett's perspective went all black.